This week on Hobie Outdoor Adventures, we take you across the Atlantic to vying van Plassen in the Netherlands to witness the biggest kayak fishing event of the year. The world's top kayak anglers heading to Europe fighting to claim the title World Champion in the 4th Hobie Fishing World Championship. Presented by Rhino Rack. Welcome to Hobie Outdoor Adventures. Each week, we'll take the Hobies and peruse the country in search of adventure, fun, and fish. Whether we're drifting a stream, dissecting a lake, or covering an ocean, we'll show you the tips and tactics to make your next trip successful. Come with us, set your sail, and discover what life in a Hobie is all about. This is Hobie Outdoor Adventures. Welcome to Hobie Outdoor Adventures and coverage of the 4th Annual Hobie Fishing World Championship, presented by Rhino Rack. We're in the province of Utrecht, Netherlands, 20 kilometers south of Amsterdam. Top kayak anglers from 20 countries across the globe are coming together on the bank of vying van Plassen, or Lakes of Vying, for the most prestigious kayak fishing tournament in the world.
It's absolutely gorgeous. There's water everywhere. The international teams are strong, the anglers are strong, and we're going to have a great competition. The weather's a little cloudy, overcast, going to be some wind and rain, but the conditions are right for some good pike and good zander and good perch. So let's see what the anglers are going to do this week.
At last year's World Championship in Australia, local knowledge helped the Australians take out 8 spots in the top 10, and Richard Somerton went on to take the title of 2013 Hobie Fishing World Champion. The 2014 Hobie Fishing World Championships is a 3-day competition. Qualification for the event is determined through a competitive format or by bid selection in each competing country. All competitors will fish from Hobie Mirage Pro Angler 12s, identically rigged with Lowrance Elite 4 HDI on ram mount system and power pole micro anchor.
They can catch as many as they want, but they can only weigh their best 3. So their best pike, their best zander, and their best perch each day can qualify for the measurement. It's a catch, photograph, and release tournament. We'll tally the totals, and then we'll come out with our leaders after day 1, day 2, and then finally our champion on day 3.
The temperature is dropping, which is a good sign. The wind is coming up, which is a bad sign. We will see the lake is pretty much protected. The predators will start to decide to eat for the winter.
Everyone keeps saying it's going to get worse, but hey, that could be just a competition talk. Who knows? Who knows?
I hope we're going to be, with the weather, we're going to be luckier than, we're going to get some rain. I hope it's not going to be too bad. I don't think it is. I feel lucky.
Rhino Rack works very closely with Hobie in providing loading solutions for their product. The company itself has a passion for kayaking and outdoor activity, and hence the association was developed. Really good reception from guys that have attended the event for the first time. They can see an immediate need for their regions, especially the guys who are doing tours, fishing tours or kayak tours, and to have a system there that they can just clip on, rotate the winch a few times, it's on the roof, off you go, and you're ready for the next day, is something of a bit of a relief for these guys.
This episode of Hobie Outdoor Adventures is brought to you by Rhino Rack, the world's most useful roof racks. Power pole micro anchor, swift, silent, secure, and small. Lowrance HDS Gen 3, for anglers who want it all. And by Yak Attack, rigging the dream. Welcome back to Hobie Outdoor Adventures and the full coverage of the 2014 Hobie Fishing World Championship, presented by Rhino Rack. We're just 20 minutes away from Amsterdam, Netherlands, on the beautiful lakes of vying van.
And as you can see, it's a lovely area. It's about 2,000 acres of lake. It's a man-made lake. It's very deep at places and very shallow at other places. It can get up to about 150 feet maximum depth, and as shallow as 5 or 6 feet.
The vying van Plassen are the remainder of a huge peat and wetland area that evolved many centuries ago. The small islands, where the cutout peat was originally piled to dry, provide structural habitat and overhangs from which the predatory pike, zander, and perch ambush their prey.
It has everything. It's got depth, it's got very sheltered areas, but most importantly, it's got good fish.
Today, these man-made lakes are famous as a fishing location, as well as an important outdoor and recreational area, with facilities for swimming, diving, and yachting. 47 anglers receive a detailed run-through of their new fully rigged 2015 Hobie Pro Angler 12s at the morning's briefing before heading out for the Lowrance Navigation Day.
The new glide technology Mirage Drive. So it's got roller bearings in 5 areas to minimize the amount of tension when you're pedaling.
Anglers from 20 countries spanning 4 continents prepared for their first session on the tournament arena. The Lowrance Navigation Day provided the opportunity for competitors to reconnoiter the venue before the commencement of the 3-day competition. The rules for the session forbid any fishing tackle to be taken aboard the kayaks, and anglers are allowed to make visual observations and gather information about structure, locations, distances, and water conditions only. Using the Lowrance Elite 4 HDI sounders mounted on the H-rail of each Hobie kayak, they'll survey the topography of the lake bed to locate and identify underwater structure and vegetation, as well as locate areas where fish were congregating and to identify the species.
Many of these anglers have never fished this venue before. They've never seen this venue. So what we did is we had some local scouts to help show them around. But we also added something really unique. It's Lowrance's Insight Genesis. Now, Insight Genesis is a program that you can join with Lowrance that helps Lowrance map everybody across the world. They want to help map these water bodies. So you can join Insight Genesis. Go to Lowrance.com and check that out. Search for Insight Genesis. These guys are out in their kayaks and they're helping Lowrance map this lake.
I can log and record the sonar data and store them, for example, on a SD card, and take these data, send it up to the cloud, the web page Insight Genesis, and create my own map with these units.
It's genius. It's beautiful. You know what? You upload that information, but you don't have to upload your fishing spots. That's the beauty of it. You're just uploading topography to make better fishing maps for all of us to use.
I'm looking forward to finally getting on the water and seeing what's out there and getting to use the new Lowrance units to see how this bottom contour works and see if we can actually find some fish. It's been a long time and a lot of anticipation to be out here. It's nice to finally get a chance to check it out ourselves.
To combine the fish finder and DSI is a very, very great tool, because I can see something on the fish finder which can be a fish, but it can also be something else. And the DSI can give me a better screenshot of what's going on beneath my boat.
It's nice to have a guide on the water. It's one from the tackle shop here. I haven't talked to him so much yet, but I will get to do that during the day, I hope.
The weather here is pretty gnarly, which is kind of good for us because it gives us probably a bit more of an advantage. If it was pristine, it gives everyone, they're all in their natural, it's a bit easier for them. So we like being challenged by the conditions, because it seems as though when the weather gets nasty, there's a comp on. So we're pretty itching to get out there and have a crack.
Xander, real good here?
Yeah, this here good.
Yeah.
You go in the water, it goes to 8 to 12 meters deep. And you try it with drop shot or jigging behind the ground.
Do you want that right under, you want to keep it close to the bottom?
Yeah.
No movement?
No, you must try it easy.
Yeah.
You just take the lure easy up and down to the bottom. And you go from that place to there for the tower. You go from 8 to 12 to 50 meters deep. And you go see it on the Lowrance. You see a ball of fish sometimes.
Right.
And I think there is a good place to fish on the Xander.
So
and the pike?
The pike mainly will be up in the shallow water?
In the grass. And the perch in the place of the Xander.
We're all kayak fishermen. We love to be out in a kayak fishing, and when we're not fishing we get a bit restless and gnarly. We're all wishing probably that we could have had our rods today, but yeah, I think everyone's looking forward to the pre-fish. That's kind of where it all starts, and I think we'll all learn a lot tomorrow, and hopefully the European team will get together and share information and see how everything's gone.
Hobie Outdoor Adventures will be right back with the continuing coverage of the 2014 Hobie Fishing World Championship, presented by Rhino Rack. Welcome back to Hobie Outdoor Adventures. We're on the lakes of Vinkenveen, Netherlands, just outside of the vibrant city of Amsterdam.
I'm ready to get out there. We spent a lot of time thinking about what might work, and you tend to overthink everything. And it's, today it's just a day of fishing. Never caught any of the species before, so I kind of just want to get out and throw a bunch of stuff that I've been waiting months to throw.
Probably winning, but it will be fine because we have already seen that coming, so that's okay.
It's a lot different here. Like where I'm from, the water is shallow all the way around. Here you got like 100, 150 foot drop offs. It's way different.
It's going to be very windy. Lot of splash coming over the bow. It's a lot of deep water here, and a lot of bulkheads, which is going to create a lot of chop and turbulence along those bulkheads and wave action. So it's going to be really rough. Really going to test your kayaking skills.
The 2015 Pro Angler 12 is equipped with a drop-down skeg. What that'll do is that'll drop down below the boat just in front of the rudder, and it'll give these anglers more stability and better tracking in these high and windy conditions.
The 4th Hobie Fishing World Championship, presented by Rhino Rack, takes a step closer to competition today, as 47 extremely excited international anglers loaded their tackle and pedaled off from the power pole starting line in the Daiwa pre-fish day.
So what Scotty's saying, he's got a pike on a small jackal chubby, which is what he loves using in Australia. Oh yeah, just a little brown jackal chubby. But watch your teeth are in his mouth. I mean your line's in his mouth. Well, that'd be classed as a 57 centimetre fish. Okay, turn him side on now.
Oh! Pike!
Yeah, we found out this morning this bridge basically separates another lake system, which is in the back there. This is basically what we call the third lake, which we didn't know we could fish. And then Keaton said this morning, yep, go for it. So a couple of the local guides said there's plenty of pike in here. And, oh, here we go. What have we got here? And obviously a lot of really little perch. They're aggressive little fellas. Look at that. Just madness.
Everything's new, it's all new water and new areas, so the big fish seem to be taking the little lures as well, so we're just trying to cover as many bases as we can with a small lure to get like hopefully a pike and a perch combo, and then go try the zander, which are in a different habitats altogether.
Sound is going to play a major part in this comp, especially when it comes to the zander.
The lake I'm in right now is off of one of the main lakes. It's shallow coming in, and then we got a nice drop in here, 12 meters, and then it comes up again shallow in there. So far I caught a couple perch, no pike yet, and I lost the zander on the side of the boat. Yeah, that's how my morning's going. Yeah, this is my first time ever fishing the Worlds. So far, it's been awesome. The people have been really good. You know, hearing all the stories from people from other countries and what they fish for, learning a little bit of their culture. It's been, the language barrier is sometimes not so good, but you make do.
Yeah, what we're doing is we're trying to work these real deep holes right at the end of these islands. We're deep jigging them right now. We're jigging between 30 and 40 feet, really deep. So we hope to pick one up here. This will give us a pattern at least. Tough conditions, so it's hard to jig deep. Makes it even tougher with the wind. Kyle's a Canadian, I'm an American, but we're gonna see if we can work something out here.
Well,
There's two contests today. The first one being biggest fish, second one being selfie. I mean, obviously I don't want to just be fishing for selfies, but I want to be figuring out what to do over the next 3 days. But with the weather change, hopefully we'll get a little better conditions tomorrow. Maybe the fish will be a little more receptive to what I'm throwing. Having not fished for these species, I was hoping to maybe find some kind of pattern today, but you know, make the best of what I got, I guess. I did well last year in the Worlds in Australia. I had a very good day one and kind of tapered off as the event went on, but I ended up finishing 7th. Having finished where I finished, you know, being the highest placing American, they offered me an opportunity to come back and fish again and act as the U.S. captain this year, and I think that's a great honor. I'm really humbled to be back again for my 3rd one and hope that we can, as a team this year, do really well.
This is a little bit different. Our species is same, but this is a man-made place. So in Finland we have very different kind of places. This is good weather. Weather is okay, absolutely. Sunshine and no wind, it's worst. This is okay, this is really okay.
That happened. So we were trying to get the best selfie, and that was the best I could do.
In the beginning was good, a little bit wind, but on the end it was really nasty with the thunderstorms and that kind of thing.
I know, all of a sudden there was a lot of wind and a lot of rain, and it all came very quickly. I was really surprised by it.
I think everybody survived. We had some troubles with people didn't recognize the storm and the water, but overall we had fun. Got some fish. Ready for tomorrow?
Yeah, I got stuck in a rain. Yeah, the storm, the mini storm. Yeah, the Vinky storm. Yeah, it was interesting. Oh, I knew it was getting bad, but then I looked at the time and thought, yeah, I've got to get back. So, yeah, I was going right into the teeth of it. So,
More coverage of the 4th Hobie Fishing World Championships presented by Rhino Rack when we come back. This episode of Hobie Outdoor Adventures has been brought to you by Daiwa, advancing the sport of fishing. Ram mounts, made in the USA, your best connection. Hobie Polarized, trusted, quality, heritage. And by St. Croix Rod, best rods on earth.
It's awesome. It's an awesome experience, I guess, being here with all the other 20 countries and meeting different people and being in a different water system is just awesome.
My game plan is first to get a pike. When I got one, I try to get a perch, and if I really get both, I try to get for a sander as well.
It's my 3rd World Championship.
How did you do in Texas?
In Texas, I were in 2nd place. In Australia, it's better don't talk about it.
Now these pike can get big, 100, 120 centimeters long. It's over 3 feet. So my guys at Hobie, our team there, partnered with Yak Attack to design a specially made measuring board just for these fish in these conditions. Now this board attaches directly to our Hobie H-rail on the H-crate. These guys are going to have a great time. I wish them all the luck.
This is going to be the biggest tournament of your life. It doesn't get any bigger than this. This is the biggest stage on the world. And who's ready to go fish? All right, we're going to see you guys at the power pole start line. I just want to wish each and every one of you good luck and safe travels out there today. And we'll see you all back at 3 o'clock.
Are you ready? Yeah! Power pole up!
The 4th Hobie Fishing World Championship presented by Rhino Rack gets off to a great start as competitors from the 20 nations begin the first of 3 days of competition.
These guys are not just anglers, but they're environmentalists. They're supporting, a healthy lifestyle. There's no oils, no engine, fuels. It's all pedal power. They're also teaching the public about catch and release, which is good for the next generation. And because of those things, we believe as a company that supports that community, that it's the future for these sort of outdoor activities and just the education that they're providing. So we're really proud, and as I said, humbled to be given the opportunity, and we'll continue to do it as long as we're asked to come here.
The weather will be a big leveling factor in the tournament, demonstrated by yesterday's extreme conditions. Anglers will have a full day on the water with no adjustments to the schedule, as winds are set to continue from the south, but at a more constant and agreeable 14 miles per hour. Temperatures are expected to reach a cool 54 degrees Fahrenheit with good cloud cover and a 60% chance of rain. The 4th Hobie Fishing World Championship, presented by Rhino Rack, continues. Will anyone catch the elusive zander and be the first to log in all 3 predators? We'll find out next week on Hobie Outdoor Adventures. Oh, and don't forget the 2015 Hobie Bass Open at Kentucky Lake in May. It's one of a series of U.S. and Canadian qualifying events for the 2015 Hobie Fishing Worlds. Log on to this link and register online now. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for our next episodes of Hobie Outdoor Adventures.